question: how to end suffering? This question is a very important and very old one, since mankind is existing on this planet. Man could not resolve the question of fear. Every person, everybody having the fear. Since man is existing on this earth, mankind is guided by the fear. Humanity lives in the shadow of fear. First, why do you accept fear? Why do you put up with fear? And why don't you end it forever? Because living in the shadow of fear, as you have seen what is the situation all over the world, wars upon wars, many wars, separation, hatred, killings, environmental disaster, political disorder, religious disorder, family disorders, society disorder. These all disorders come out of fear. Why man could not able to end the fear? It seems that man doesn't want to end the fear. You have asked the question, how to end the fear? But you really want to end the fear? Really? Or you just want a remedy, a receptua, a technical know-how, so you can change your fear a little bit, reduce it, and then carry on your life further. Actually, you don't want to end the fear. Otherwise, you have ended long time ago. Why don't you want? You don't give so much energy to end it. You think some outside agency will change it. You are conditioned since thousands of years that if you believe in God or do certain meditation and surrender yourself to a certain, your so-called spiritual authorities, guru masters, and they will remove your fear, or you will chant the mantras, go to church and mosques and temple, and then your fear is gone. But it has not gone. Nothing, this stuff could not help you, and you are still in fear. Your belief could not remove the fear, end the fear. So what has gone wrong? Few things you must understand, and listen now. Are you really interested? Are you really interesting to end the fear? Then listen it. First, you must see the nature of fear and the laws of fear, how it works, what is fear, and then you can have a right approach to it. What is the nature of fear? How it is made of? The contents, the factors, like a wall. It's made of stone, cement, water, sand. And if you remove these contents, these factors, then wall will fall down. Yeah? Similarly, if you understand the contents of fear, the fear will fall down. You remove these contents, these factors, which make the wall of fear. It's actually psychological wall, very strong. And it is a energy, you know. Fear is a movement. Movement means moving always. It's a living thing, and you approach with your dead methods, you know, not equally strong and alive and effective and equally alive. No. What are the factors? Fear always having the relationship with attachment. When you attach with somebody, you always have fear to lose this thing, this person or property, money, job, your accumulation, house, wife, husband, family, children. Also attachment with your Guru, Master, God. So attachment first. Why do you attach? Always attaching. The another factor is which contributes to build up the fear is the time factor. Because time is always in future or in past, psychological time. Because fear cannot stay alone, it will fall down without the relationship with time factor. It cannot stay alone, it cannot stand alone. It is always standing with the relationship of time. Time means not that sun, the time of sun, physical time, which is a fact, but I'm talking the time which thought creates as psychology. Thought creates psychological time, that what might happen. For example, somebody has hurt you in past, and you still carry on your mind, your brain, and then thought projects that he can or she can hurt you again in future. So you project the past experience which was unpleasant for you, hurt, in the future. So this is the time, you know, it goes from past and moves to the future. and it also goes through the present and goes. So this is the one thing which starts from past, goes to present and moves to future. This can happen, that can happen, or I had been sick, I might get again sick, right? This is time. So last week one woman came to visit me, and she was very worried and stressful. I asked her, what is the matter? She said she's afraid of, she is having tremendous fear. And I asked, what is the fear? She said she has fear that something will happen to her family, some accident, they can get sick. So she's always constantly in fear that her family can have some accident or some sickness can come. And I asked her, has this accident happened or anybody got sick? And she says, no, not yet. Then I say, how do you know that it can happen? How do you know? Who told you this? Where does it come, this thought that something will happen? Nothing has happened. But this thought made her sick, she came for treatment, So giving the money and time, and in reality there is no fear existing, but the time creates fear, If you remove the time, fear is fallen down. So one factor, I said, was attachment, which you all are terribly attached to everybody, everything. Immediately, since you don't love, that's why you get related immediately through attachment. Because if you can love, but you haven't loved since this earth is there. You have been grown up without love. However, you use so many times this word, I love you, all this nonsense, but this is the one thing you don't do. So you get terribly attached to not only your family, guru masters and your politician, but also very much attached to your accumulation of properties, Similarly, your guru master also get attached to their ashrams. That's why they build big buildings and big pyramids and statues and gather thousands of acres land and hundreds of Rolls-Royce, Mercedes, Porsche and luxurious watches, gold, all they are very terribly greedy, attached people, and you think they are enlightened or something like that, and they create lots of story to befool you, that I was last time this and that, and I have got enlightened under the tree and this date. So you stupid people start celebrating his enlightenment day, In fact, this man is greedy, he accumulated. And so much, you are so blind, you don't see how this man can be enlightened if he is accumulating this worldly thing, and always see this fact that property always brings corruption. Where property is gathered, corruption will inevitably follow and destroy and bring the bad relationship and destroy to each other, This is the law. This you can't change. Where property means in the form of money, in the form of political power and religious power and land gathering and accumulating tremendous money and valuable things will bring you evil energy. And you can see many people got destroyed through that. Your gurus got jailed, even caught, they start taking afterwards heavy drugs, and because they get perverted. So similarly happen in society as well, same thing. So attachment, because if you have love you will never attach, because love knows no attachment, because attachment destroys love. And this time factor I just said, it's possible that you don't create this time projection that what might happen. Yeah, if something will happen, it is not your business. Anyway, you can't prevent it. If disease spreads this right now, this disease since 2 years all over globally, it is spread. You couldn't do anything. You can prevent. Then you can do something. But if something is going to happen or not happen, it is not the business of thought. So don't create this psychological time, because you want to end the fear. So why don't you understand these things? You think that doing some methods, some tricky things will remove your fear, then you can forget it. It has not removed since millions of years on this planet, since man living from a stone age till now. Even more fear is added every day, and wars. Fear, wars means fear from other countries. You understand everything? So don't create unnecessary psychological time, which is actually not a real thing. So then you have only this physical time. Physical time means when your body grows in physical time, you go to office and working in physical time, you eat and sleep in physical time, you do everything, technical things, physical time. So physical time is a fact, and that's enough. Why you create similarly psychological time? Because you escape from the fear, and that escape from the fear creates the psychological time. If you don't escape, then you have only physical time. Fear is there and you are there. Actually, you are fear. You are not different than fear. So the third thing you must understand, that fear and you are not two separated things. They are together. They are one thing. You are fear, because what you think, what you do, you become that thing. So you are not separated. So you separate always that I will control the fear as a separate entity. I will watch the fears as a separate entity, like a witness, or like, as your poisonous teachings say, be witness of fear. You cannot witness, because you are that. Because the moment you witness, you separate, you divide the things. And fear develops, flowers in division. Okay, this is the fourth point. Don't create divisions. Okay, because division is conflict, and that conflicts create the fear energy. So no division. Okay, and the fifth is thought itself. Thought itself is the root cause of fear, because you think. If you don't think, can you have fear? Thinking is fear, thought is fear. thought creates fear, so many thoughts. I can lose the job, or I can have this and that, So the fear to lose something, to lose your wife, to lose your husband, to lose your children, some will die, to lose your property, bank accumulation balance, bank balance, to lose your connection, friendship. So the fear of losing something, the fear of not being loved, is also fear, that you are not being loved, you don't get love, and or to fear of death, fear from your husband, wife, from your guru. You also have fear from your guru masters, because they are always putting pressure on you. You have to do their stupid meditations, because if you don't do, you will get fear that what will happen to you. You will not reach the enlightenment and support to your guru, So these fears always, who creates thought, and so you are thought. So if these factors falls down, you don't pursue, the wall of fear falls down, and it is the ending of fear. But you will say, now it is not so easy, because you are lazy people, you want everything free of cost, right? You have to do that, otherwise you forget it. Fear will continue your life. Your life will govern with fear always, and you born in fear, you lived in fear, you are living in fear, and you will die in fear. Nothing can save you. There is no savior here. These all saviors who say, be saviors, we will save you, we will escort you and give you enlightenment, they are themselves fearful people. Okay? So these things understand, and these factors should be fall down. You must understand these factors are responsible. So now, how these factors will fall down? Now listen it very very carefully, because these factors which make fear, as I say, without these factors, fear cannot stay alone. It is not so powerful without this factor. It is only powerful when you pursue these things. So now these factors, you should be attentive and don't create division when you are in a fear. You watch the fear without watcher. Watcher means you. You means division, you means thought, you means attachment, you means time. So these things are you. So don't create division. Watch, the fear is there, just watch without witness, just be attentive. So there is no watcher, therefore there is no division. So these time will fall down, because watcher is creating the time. So there is no watcher in the watching, so time will fall down. There is no attachment, there is no thought, and the fear is gone forever, irrevocable, never to come back. So it is this is what really hard work. It is not just free of cost, or that you want some tricks. And if somebody teaches you some tricks, then do this meditation, or believe in me, or surrender in me and my feet, and follow me, then you should be very aware and careful of this person. He is dangerous. He is actually will create the fear multiple time more, so you will always remain fearful. Yeah, this is the right approach to end the fear. Namaste.